welcome to the Broken Film Show.
Hi.
Yes. Hello.
Hi.
We're going to be really sinister with this introduction because we're going to talk about a very sinister company.
No.
For those of you who haven't read the description on YouTube, so basically for you guys on Twitch, because obviously you don't get the descriptions, this episode is about Disney. So, as in Walt Disney, his company that made the cartoons, the films, and yes, things like Stitch. There. What was that, Stitch?
She's touching me.
This is the only time I will do that every now and again.
Yeah, as I said earlier when we was doing a hookup. Yeah. That's going to be said a lot in this show. So
yes, very quick update for everyone who did watch my show earlier. I got milk, so now I can have coffee.
You sound like a 1980s advert. Got milk.
I got milk.
Yeah, so Stephanie can now have caffeine, and so she's happy again.
Yes, I'm back to my normal self. Hi.
So it's just us two for now. We will hopefully be joined a bit later by the lovely Dee Dee. We'll have to see how that pans out, though, because life.
Yes.
But in the meantime, for you guys who want to help us with suggestions or just help just network in general, you can check out the Patreon. We have various levels for different shows, so you guys can test whichever one you like. That helps us out. Each level has different things, different rewards and stuff. So all of which are gratefully accepted. Of course, there's the 2 tiers which you get for Mojos, which basically that all those stuff goes to him.
Yes.
And his doggy adventures and explorations, such as food,
yes, it does.
Pet stuff, collars, all the sort of stuff a dog would need, basically.
Massive bags of treats. It could go towards vet bills if he ever goes to the vets. Well, he does, but he doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't go as often because he's a very healthy dog. He just goes for annual checkups. So
yeah, it's all stuff that would benefit him, basically. And the other shows will go to help with various things. Obviously, certain tiers also include Patreon-only shows of those ones as well, because some of these podcasts have their own Patreon shows, which in most cases means they go slightly further than what you'd normally expect, or some which we can't do on general streaming because we'd immediately get flagged and taken down because of the way the internet works. Such as we do a karaoke show every so often. Can't do that using YouTube and Twitch because
demonetization and copyright.
Yeah, basically. So we do that one on Patreon. So it's a perk of if you're at a certain level, you get it as a perk. So
yes.
But obviously, this is the Broken Film Show, and we're gonna do Disney. So obviously, we're going to start at the beginning with Disney because that's probably the best thing we can do. For those of you not familiar with the origins of Disney, Walt Disney was founded by Walt Disney. Big shock, isn't it?
I knew that. I thought his name was John Smith.
It was Bobby Bollocks, I think. But anyway.
Oh, that makes more sense.
Or Teddy Testicles. I'm not sure which one it was. But anyway. Either way, they both had their hands full, but never mind. Anyway.
Peter!
I could do that on this show. It's an 18-rated show.
True, but I have sensitive ears.
Bollocks, right.
How dare you?
Much and often, usually, right?
Oh my god.
Well, yeah, Walt Disney was founded basically in the early part of the last century, essentially. So, films, TV shows, theme parks. It's a big company, and of course, it all started off very, very tiny in black and white with little short films and animations, and then a little mouse called Mortimer got noticed. And there'll be a bunch for you, gang. It's Mortimer. I have never heard of Mortimer. Yeah, you have. Because, Stephanie,
His name's Mickey.
he became Mickey Mouse, yeah.
Because wasn't it because Mortimer's like too close to Mort, which is death in a different language?
German.
Yeah.
It's exactly why it got. That's the official reason it got changed. Whether there's another reason, I don't know. But this is the reason that's on record. So that's why you got Mickey. So Mickey Mouse. Oh, I'm a symbol of an evil corporation. Anyway,
Oh dear. Ow, I just clicked.
But anyway, there's been some controversies back in the heyday of Disney as well. Not even just modern day ones, but we'll get to those when we get to those. Particularly about Walt, who, depending on who you believe, either supported or was against the Nazis.
Yeah, because there's been loads of rumors that he was like supporting Nazis and like Nazi propaganda and stuff.
And there was plenty again that said it, saying he was against them too. It's a hard one to sift through. So, and I don't know the ins and outs of that, so I don't really want to go into whether I think he is a reason. That's not my place. Also, he's no longer with us, so I can't defend himself either way. So I don't really want to go.
I mean, while we're on the subject of rumors, there was one rumor that he was gay.
Possibly, which back then, of course, would have been a big thing. Nowadays, nobody would care.
No.
And to be fair, back then, nobody should have cared either. But yet they did. That's how the world was once upon a time.
Yeah. I mean, there are still people in the world today that do give a fuck, but this is the wrong show for that.
It is the wrong show for that. There are different shows we can talk about that stuff. We will touch upon, obviously, such things as we get later into Disney's history because they do become more relevant as we go along.
Mm.
So, and of course, eventually Disney gave us our first full-length animation, which, of course, do you remember what it was?
Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, full-length animation.
I believe that's the right one.
Yeah, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. It's the oldest.
Yeah. And every time Stephanie feels the need to go to work, she goes,
I want to die.
okay, I'll do it. I don't care. Hi ho!
Yeah.
Which is something you could also do in Soho, but I don't recommend it. You might get beaten up by pimps, but that's another thing entirely.
Oh, good God.
So,
yeah,
but
don't mind me.
Yeah, probably Disney's most famous film, I would say, in all honesty.
Yeah, because it's like the most well known.
Yeah. Also, not originally Disney property, but the version you have was very much Disney. As far as
yeah, they were. They were looking at doing a reboot of, like rebooting the whole animation for Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, I believe. But because of how unique Snow's voice was, no one can replicate it well enough.
I thought maybe they might. Well, knowing how the world is today, it could be Snow White and the seven rainbow colours.
Oh my God!
Well, you know how the modern world is.
Yeah,
you'd have one dwarf for each one. Oh my God, each member of the community. That's all I'm saying on that one. It's not a criticism of that particular community because I don't think it's necessary. My criticism is of the use of it in entertainment. It's something we are going to get to. And I don't mean it's a bad thing to have it in entertainment because it certainly isn't.
No.
But it shouldn't come at the expense of entertaining. So, just to be clear.
Sorry, I've got a full house downstairs, so...
Yeah, no worries. What I mean by that is essentially when you're trying to tell a story, if it's a cartoon, movie, book, whatever, the first thing and only thing that matters the most is the story. Okay?
Yeah.
Not your agenda, not your politics, none of that stuff matters. You should be trying to tell a story that people enjoy. Once you've done your story, if you happen to want to put people in it who are XYZ, maybe whatever. Fine, absolutely not an issue.
Yeah,
But give me the story first.
I think that's where.
Give me a good story, and I won't care.
Yeah, that's where Disney does fall quite a lot. Is because
hell yeah.
I mean, I'm not sure if they still do, but the majority of their massive movies, like animated movies, they are all from either the Steph Grey or why do I want to say Hans Christian Andersen?
Little Mermaid, yeah.
Yeah, they are from very old stories that have been modified over time to be a lot more child-friendly, so to speak.
Which, to be fair, in this instance, and I will defend them on this,
Yeah.
you don't want to be showing children the original versions of these stories. Having read the book of the original version of these stories, no.
I mean, I'm pretty sure in the original Sleeping Beauty, she ends up like waking up having 2 kids.
Oh, there's worse than that. But but the thing with this is, there are times you have to be careful of your story because of who you're telling it to, right? But that's an instance of where it's a case of the originals for children are too violent.
Yes.
And absolutely, you can definitely tell that because there are adults who can't read those stories, which that's usually a good indication. So, Hansel and Gretel.
Yeah.
There you go. Red Riding Hood. Snow White.
Just don't read your kids Roald Dahl's Twisted Tales either.
Do you mean the Revolting Rhymes?
Oh yeah, those ones. Why am I thinking Twisted Tales?
I think there was something called that as well, but Revolting Rhymes is the one I would say. That's not as bad as the original versions of these stories, but it's still not child friendly. Unless, make sure of a certain age first. They don't have to be adults, but not really young.
No.
I would say probably at least 12. So, as far as Revolting Rhymes go, as far as the Brothers Grimm stories go, or the original Hans Christian Andersen story for that, as late as possible. As late as possible.
Yeah.
Okay. Simply because there's a lot of context in there, which is also maturely themed as well. So, as well as some of the more violent stuff that's in those, yeah. So that's an instance where Disney absolutely did the right thing. If you're aiming it at very young children, don't have people cutting people's heads off.
Just imagine if Disney left that part in.
Oh, look, Goofy! Look, he cut his head off! Ah! Oh, good God, Mickey, look what he did!
Oh, dear.
Oh. Anyway.
Not for crying out loud. Of course you can do it better.
Voice acting. I can't do all of them, I can do some of them.
There you go.
Oh, look at me! I'm a civil corporation! Oh! Yeah, anyway. There will be people out there who will know what that line's from because it's not a Disney thing. So, if anyone watching gets what that's from, leave it in the comments below. Or if you're watching live, put it in the live chat because I'll be curious to see if anyone actually knows what that's from. So, but this is what goes back to what I was saying before about story. Your story is the important thing. And if you're trying to tell a story to younger children, maybe don't leave in the murders, the graphic murder. You know, that's fine because clearly you don't show that to children.
Why not?
But if you're showing stuff that's meant for like adults or a much more mature audience, then you can probably leave some of these things in.
Yeah.
And I think, to be fair, particularly at the beginning, Disney did that very well.
Yes.
They knew their audience. They set out for it. and pick the right ones, because all these animated movies did very well for themselves. In fact, some of them did so well. It's eventually when they came out on like VHS. Yeah, there's one for you people if you don't remember those video cassettes. Disney used to rotate them in and out of circulation. They'd release it for a limited time and then take them out of production again. This was a common thing. It's something they still do with DVDs and Blu-rays.
Really?
And in fact, the digital stuff. Yeah, some of the Disney movies that stopped being available because Disney pulled them out of circulation because they keep them in their vault.
Yeah.
Even Disney Plus doesn't have a lot of these movies because they're not on there because they've got them in the vault.
Okay.
So it's an old practice that's been going on for years because for a long time, for example, when I was younger, I watched The Black Cauldron, which is a very dark Disney thing, right? It's still aimed at kids and it's okay because it's because of the content, but it's borderline. That film, when I was younger, I was really young. I was quite young when I watched it. Loved it because I like stuff like that. I still do now, actually. Basically, once I went to cinema, I didn't get to see it again for ages because they didn't release it. They kept it in the vault. And I found out later it was because people had issues with some of the imagery and some of the things that took place in that film.
But it's such a good film.
Yeah, but again, it's the audience you're looking at. So I kind of get it, but at the same time, I was like,
yeah,
I didn't traumatize me, and I was that audience that they were looking at.
Yeah, you were in the child audience, like the child age range, which is what they want.
Yeah.
Why is that? What did I do there? Oh, sorry, don't mind me. But it's just, yeah. I get it with the target audience and modifying things, that's fine. But if you're modifying a storyline by changing the sexual orientation of the main character or changing like their ethnicity,
race and gender.
Yeah, just for like profit's sake. No,
you mean just because more than anything?
Yeah. It just doesn't add up.
Yeah, it's not good because, to be honest, I will say this, and there'll be people out there who will disagree with me, but that's fine. People are allowed to do that. I am not the detective overlord of the world yet, but anyway. Yeah, my last little joke there, but my point being is you could do. I'll give you an example of a Disney thing. You could have Sleeping Beauty. Let's use Sleeping Beauty as an example, right? The animation. Sleeping Beauty could be a black woman, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And do you know what difference it makes to that story?
None.
Exactly. Doesn't relate to the plot at all. So absolutely, in that instance, don't have an issue with it because it doesn't affect anything.
Ah, hello.
I apologise. I didn't realise what the time was.
It's okay.
It's okay. It's not a problem. Now for the important question before we continue with the show.
I kind of had to fix that one.
Yeah.
Even though it's like dimented, but other than that, I just refiled them and reacrylic them, and yeah.
Nice.
Nicely done. For those of you who missed earlier, they were all blue earlier. Not anymore.
Ew.
So cool.
Oh, sorry, just turn this.
Yeah, Dee's setting up the mood lighting.
Yeah.
I am indeed, but I might need to refile them.
So what? Yeah, no problem.
So what have I missed?
Well, just the basic intro to talk about the Disney stuff, really. So,
All right.
not too much because I figured you wouldn't be that late. To be honest, and you're not.
No, only like 20 minutes late. Oops.
Yeah, it's fine. Trust me, this show will probably go on for quite a while, considering the.
Yeah.
So, Obviously, I'll ask you because obviously Steph was here earlier. Obviously, we was talking about early Disney, right? What was your first Disney film or experience? Or do you remember? It's probably a better one.
Do I remember? Oh. I think the first movie I ever watched was Cinderella, like the really, really old Cinderella.
Cool. That makes sense to me actually. So we have Cinderella for Dee Dee. It's actually not a bad one to have started with, in all fairness.
Yeah. The first one I remember watching, and it's probably because it still is my all-time favourite movie off of Disney. And my favourite one, I would have to say, and the one that I remember first, is Lilo and Stitch. But I also remember watching Winnie the Pooh as a child as well.
She's touching me.
I'm touching you! I'm touching you. You should get a rabbit because it'll be smarter than me too. And quieter. Won't like it because it's stinky like you. I'm already in my room. I can quote that fucking scene so bad.
I mean, you guys have mentioned that, but I was going to say, when it comes to Disney things, there are three things I remember from my youth when it comes to Disney, which I remember from a very young age. Winnie the Pooh, Mary Poppins.
Oh, I love the Mary Poppins.
And the third one, which I've already mentioned before, which I don't know if you will be aware of, is The Black Cauldron.
The what?
Black Cauldron.
It's a Disney film, but it's quite dark.
Fair enough.
It doesn't get put onto a Disney rotation a lot because of the nature of the movie. It's basically about an evil sorcerer who's trying to get a cauldron from a boy and his little beast friend.
I think I have it at home. If I do, I'll put it on when you come around next.
Yeah. I'm not going to go into details too much of the plot because if people haven't seen it and want to watch it, then by all means do so. It is actually on Disney Plus, I think, which is kind of interesting. What I was talking about because obviously D misses spot because Disney used to vault their films, and for those of you who don't know what that means, they used to take them out of circulation deliberately and keep them out, and so keep numbers down of how many people would have them. Because you may remember every so often you'd get like special edition Cinderella 10th anniversary or 20th anniversary, 50th anniversary. Yeah. That's all down to the vaulting because they only have a certain amount of number for those, and then they pull them again.
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough.
So only certain number of like 50th anniversaries or such exist for that reason.
I believe I have the 50th anniversary of Beauty and the Beast.
Well, there you go. There's an example right there.
I believe it's either that or the 20th.
Yeah, but again, there's a film. You imagine if they'd done the actual the regular version of that.
That would have been cool.
Yeah, we was talking before about about the fact they child friendly all the original Disney stories instead of using like the Hans Christian Andersen ones or the Brothers Grimm ones. Because Disney nowadays get accused of toning down and altering things for various stuff. But that's an instance, I think, particularly when you bear in mind Disney's audience, they're aiming at is young children and young families. Yeah. They were definitely right to do that.
Oh, 100%.
Oh, so how are you feeling now after you've had caffeine?
I'm a lot better now.
She got milk.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, you got milk.
Yes, I have milk now.
Woohoo.
I'm going to have to go back down in a minute and fill my mug up. You're gonna see that happen regularly because it's cold. But yeah, I think I don't know. I understand the toning down, but I would like Disney to make the 18+ version of those. This would be quite cool.
Yeah, bear in mind though, there are certain films if they made the original versions. I mean, you imagine if they did Snow White as the original one. That's not problematic at all.
No.
Steph, you.
Sleeping Beauty.
I think just came off. Oh, it's a sticker.
Much more disturbing one is the original Little Mermaid.
Oh, I'd love to see that as like a remake version.
Yeah.
Because I like the dark stuff.
Yeah, for those of you who've never read the original versions of these stories, you probably should to
Read
understand
it.
the context of what we're talking about. Because there's
Read it and get prepared for nightmares.
there is a big tonal difference and content difference because of this.
Yes.
Please, mate, there's no Sebastian the Crab in the original Hans Christian Andersen's
Or
Little
Flounder.
Mermaid.
There's no flounder.
There's no flounder.
Oh, I can't remember the seagull's name. Scully?
Scully, yeah.
Yeah, Scully the seagull. There was no Ursula's henchmen weren't in there.
They were not.
So yeah, there's a lot of differences.
Okay, I have one for you which would be really problematic. Pocahontas.
Ooh.
That's one that would never be allowed to be made because of the whole most of my mine and Dee's generation being wet wipes. Also, there's a lot of the racist issues and yeah.
But the thing is, though, you'd be if you made the true version of that story, which is what I'm talking about, it wouldn't fly. You couldn't do it.
No.
And to a certain extent, rightfully so. But for other reasons, bad. There are some really stupid reasons why not, but there's also some very valid ones as well.
Oh yeah.
So, but speaking of things that didn't have valid reasons, Mulan. Not the animated one. I'm talking about the live action one.
I have not seen it. I refuse to watch it. I refuse to have my childhood ruined.
Okay. One of the main problems people have with it isn't necessarily the film, it's what happens in the credits. I don't know if you're aware of this.
Nope.
A part of the film was filmed in China, and in the credits, Disney thanked the CCP. And for those of you who are unaware of this, this is the Chinese Communist Party. Also, where this was filmed, about 2-3 miles away, was a concentration camp.
That is.
The fuck?
Hence, people had a bit of an issue with this film. Go figure.
Yeah, and also to mention the historical inaccuracy.
Well, there's plenty of those. But to be fair, the animated version has a lot of those too.
Yeah, but not as many compared to the live action from what I've been told.
Oh no, the dragon definitely happened in the real version of that story.
Oh yeah, Mushu, 100%, yeah. Mushu,
Yeah.
dishonor on you, dishonor on your cow. Yes, I do apologise. You are going to hear me do random quotes of these films.
Yeah, and you'll also hear random filing. That will be D.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I'm like kind of reshaping them and yeah.
Oh, I don't care. But if people complain, I'm telling them what that is, so they know.
Yeah. And I may pop off screen in a minute because I do need to sort something out for packing.
Yeah. Well, self-care is the best care, so you do what you need to do. So always useful. Okay, here's one for you. Your favourite Disney film. Favourite Disney film.
Disney.
I'll let Dee go first. Mine's obvious.
Oh.
Is it, Steph? Is it?
I have a couple, so.
I mean, I don't actually have a favourite. There's actually quite a few that I like.
Okay, well, name those then if it's easy. I'll be lenient.
Actually, let me just get Disney Plus out because they're on Disney Plus.
If it helps, by all means do so.
Mind me, I'm on the computer, so it's gonna have to bear with.
Yeah. So basically, Dee is not a Disney fan at all, so that's why she has a Disney Plus. That has nothing to do with it.
Yep.
No, of course not.
Although Disney Plus does have an adult section now.
Do you know what? When I was a child, I used to love Toy Story.
Oh yeah, Disney Pixar.
That's Pixar. That's not Disney.
It's not.
It's before they got
It's-
bought by Disney.
It's still.
Oh.
Mm.
Toy Story started off as just Pixar, but obviously once Disney bought Pixar, then later ones became
Disney's Pixar.
I will include it because it's still Pixar, which is part of Disney now. So I
Yeah.
will include that. It's fine. It's more for the viewers. I'm making it clear.
Alice in Wonderland. That's another one.
The cartoon?
No,
Or
the proper one.
the Johnny Depp one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
'Cause
they're both
there's
Johnny
been
Depp, but
there's been other versions. That's why I ask.
there's two versions. You got the actual Alice in Wonderland, or you got Alice Through the Looking Glass.
Yeah, if you know your Disney Vault history, there is actually more Alice films than that,
Yeah.
but they're older. That's why I ask. So that's why I like to be clear as to which versions you mean with. So I might ask a follow-up question.
They both Alice in Wonderlands. I still watch.
Okay. So here's the question: the red or the blue pill?
Hmm?
The red or the blue pill?
I'm gonna go with red.
Okay. It's the choice she gets given when she's in the thing, and one makes you big,
Oh, yeah.
one makes you small. It's where the Matrix thing comes from, where he holds out the pill to Neo.
I've never seen Matrix.
It's
So.
directly from Alice in Wonderland.
Ooh.
So, have you seen Through the Looking Glass?
Yeah, I've watched that.
Okay. What do you think?
I mean, it's okay, but at the same time, I don't know. I just still prefer the first one.
It was I'm guessing from the sound of it, it was just missing something for you, which the first one had.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, sometimes it's very hard to explain something rather than just this is just something.
Yeah.
So that makes sense. So let's see. So Alice in Wonderland. You said you had a few. Is there more?
Aladdin. That's another one I used to watch.
Oh, Steph, sing it.
Which one?
Or I'll sing it. Aladdin.
No.
A whole new world.
I haven't had enough coffee. I haven't had enough coffee.
Oh wait, no, that's Disney Pixar.
You can. It's okay. You can use it. It still counts.
Finding Nemo and Finding Dory.
I find it interesting because most people like Nemo, but don't actually like Finding Dory. So
I like both.
That's fair enough. It's interesting that because I've never encountered somebody who likes both. Generally, people tend to like one or the other.
I haven't seen Finding Dory.
Oh
You
my
should.
god. We got
Oh,
binge watch Disney.
Yeah, you should, Steph. Honestly.
Yeah, I will give it a watch. It is on my things to do. I just need to find time.
Yeah, I have that issue as well.
Yeah.
So cool. So Finding Dory, Finding Nemo. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Any more diversity?
Nope.
Okay. Stephanie,
Yes.
favorite Disney films?
Okay, I have a couple. So my all-time favorite is also one of the first ones that I ever remember watching, and I like
Okay.
all of the ones in the franchise. Lilo and Stitch. So
I
that's
started
Lilo and
watching
Stitch.
that a few months ago.
Stitch Has a Glitch. Leroy and Stitch, Stitch the movie, plus the TV series that they did when I was a kid. So that whole franchise, I thoroughly love that one, and I still do to this day. And yes, I am almost 20 years old and I still like that franchise. Leave me alone.
Not obsessed
Yeah,
at all.
not judging.
I 100% don't have Stitch slippers, Stitch pajamas, a Stitch vest top. I definitely don't have Stitch straws. I don't have Stitch plushies. I'm not looking at making a Stitch cuddly toy. I don't have Stitch cuddly toys. I'm not obsessed.
You are obsessed, mate.
It's one of my favorite childhood movies. Another one is Mulan, the animated version. Just disclaimer: all of the ones that I'm going to say are animated. I haven't seen any of the live actions. I refuse. The only one I did was Cinderella, and that was tolerable.
Yeah. By the way, to be clear, when I say Disney films, you can include the actual just real actor ones as well. I mean, any of them, because some of the older ones are actually decent films. It just depends if you saw
Okay,
them.
all the Descendants.
You can count it. It counts.
Yeah. The Descendants films I do like. Another good one that I enjoy. Oh, go on.
What favourite Descendants do you like? 1, 2, or 3?
See, I like all of them. You can't make me choose. You cannot make me choose.
I can. I can.
I believe that's what's going on right now, Steph.
No, I refuse to pick.
Okay, who's your favourite character?
See, I like the way Evie and her character development has gone. Because she was, in the first one, she was quite a narcissist, and she's evolved through the films to be a lot more selfless and to be a bit more humble, which I do like. Because I like good character development. Stitch, for example. But, go on.
You should know what one mine would be.
Why do I want to say Mal?
Because it is now.
Yeah. Okay.
By the way, I think I should clarify, just so you guys don't have any issues. You can pick anything that would be found on Disney Plus.
Okay.
Okay. As far as Disney content goes, which includes Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars. These are all Disney properties. This is why you can include them. I'm just explaining.
Okay, we may be here a while. So.
Okay.
Also,
they look better.
Yeah, they do. See, another one that I liked was Princess and the Frog. The animated one. I don't know if there's a live action one or not. I'm not sure.
I don't believe so.
See,
yeah,
the thing is about
49.
Like the thing is about that. I it wasn't a right film, but I wasn't really too keen on it.
See, I like that film. It's nice to watch. And it's quite easy for me to lose myself in, which I find really hard with movies.
Okay, so Steph, you lose yourself in it. What doesn't do it for you, Dee Dee, would be my question.
I don't know. It's just the way it was looking. It was just something that I wouldn't like.
Is it a visual thing or how they were speaking?
It was more how they were speaking, really.
Okay, it's a language. Okay, that can be a thing with some films, definitely. So
yeah.
Sorry, bear with me. I'm just texting a certain somebody. Steph should know.
All right. That's right. No worries. Steph needs to be going with her films and stuff anyway. So
yeah.
Steph. He's literally just finished work in Croydon.
Nice.
Yeah.
But so couple here that you're not gonna like, Peter. And right, so I know this series isn't completely released yet, but Loki, I'm really getting into that at the moment.
I still need to watch that.
Honestly, it's good. The first 2 episodes, I mainly watch it for Tom Hiddleston's sake. I will say that now.
Okay, what I'll say about Loki is it's an unfinished series. Also, because not everyone here has seen it, I'm not saying anything about it. Okay, I'm just going to leave it alone for now.
Yeah, but no, I'm loving the plot line so far. I'm actually thoroughly enjoying it. I didn't mind. It's not really a favorite of mine, but I didn't mind Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I didn't mind it as much, mainly because Sebastian Stan.
Yeah. Right. I have issues with that.
Oh no.
That series. I do. One of the main ones being the fact of they spent the entire series telling you, did you know Falcon's black? You may have missed it. If you didn't look at him, you might miss the fact he's black.
That was one of the things, because because one of the kids in there turned around and said, "Oh, it's the Black Falcon," and he went, "What?" And then the Falcon just turned around and he was like, "If I call you the Black Kid, would you care?" Well, yeah. Don't call me the Black Falcon. That's what I liked about that bit.
Yeah, that makes no sense to me because that's a dumb way to describe him. Because there's no need to call him black in that scenario.
No.
There's a superhero which is different. That's Black Panther because he actually wears all black. In which case, sure. But that has nothing to do with his skin tone. That's to do with the fact he just looks all black in his costume. Falcon, on the other hand, apparently, because nobody notices this, because you can't see him ever at all in the whole series. Apparently he's black.
Yeah.
And also the fact of the woman in it gets scot-free despite the fact she's killing people. She's a terrorist throughout the whole thing.
Yep.
Because she's a woman, they let her off, essentially.
Yeah.
Okay. And the only white male in it is basically made out to be a monster. Okay.
That's
Disney gender politics.
And you know, that's racism.
It's racist and sexist. It's actually both.
Yeah.
So one of my many issues I have with Disney's agenda shows, and it's become a lot more of a thing in recent years, unfortunately.
Like for Sebastian Stan?
I don't have an issue with Sebastian Stan. I haven't got an issue with him at all. In fact, he's probably the only good thing in that. He probably was the only good thing in that show.
See, the other series that is one of my favorites is WandaVision.
Boy.
Oh no! Don't you start.
Right. I would point out she held the entire town hostage for the whole series and gets let go because she's a woman. And
really, because she's a woman.
That is literally what it is, honestly. It's because she's so powerful, she's a woman. I'm not kidding.
I mean, she did kind of take her true form as a Scarlet Witch.
You imagine if they'd done that if it's a male who'd done that. There'd be fucking uproar.
Could you imagine a female actor playing Black Panther?
Apparently it's going to happen.
I can imagine it, but it depends on what actor.
The thing is, though, if you look at the source of the Black Panther, which is the comic book series, there's nothing that precludes that happening. So I don't have an issue with it so much. But you've got to be very careful who you cast to do that, because when you have an actor like the one they had do it, he was very identifiable as that character. So that makes it very hard.
Pardon me.
Yeah, God rest his soul.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate thing. So
yeah, rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman. I hope I'm pronouncing that right.
It's Boseman, but I don't think it overly matters. People
yeah, I also didn't. I prefer. Right, I'm one of those people who actually prefer Endgame to Infinity War as well. That was my preferred one. I didn't mind. I did love Civil War. Not gonna lie.
What I would say to you, as far as Endgame and Infinity War goes, I don't class them as separate movies.
No, they're all one.
Yeah, but for the sake of the audience, you don't put 6 hours together for people to sit down and watch as a film.
I mean, you could.
Yeah, if you're a Lord of the Rings fan, maybe.
Ugh.
No, those
Yeah.
films on their own are about 4 hours each.
Yeah,
So that's what I meant by that comment.
but no. Civil War. Right. I will just quickly say the one part of the Marvel franchise. Well, it's not really Marvel, is it? It's more Sony.
You can say it.
He's part of the MCU, but it's Tom Holland playing Spider-Man. I don't like it.
Weirdly, he's the most comic book accurate version of that there's been.
Yeah, I know he is, like, comic book wise. I know that's close, but Tom Holland playing Spider-Man, I don't know what it is, but I personally don't like it, but I can't put my finger on why.
That's fair enough. Sometimes you'll just see somebody in a role and you'll just think, no.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, Tom Holland is a good actress, but at the same time, it's like
Actress, yeah, actress. Tom Holland, actress of the year.
Oh, God, that's not what I want to tell Mum.
Steph,
Mum, did you
I
know
love
Tom
you.
Holland's a girl?
To be fair, Dee, I can understand why you'd call him an actress. He does act like a girl.
He does.
But yes, please go on.
He only seems to fit into certain movies.
I can agree with that.
Mm.
He does look out of place in certain things he's in. I would definitely agree with you.
Yeah.
I've seen him in other films outside of Spider-Man, and some of them he looks very out of place.
Oh, fair enough.
So,
See,
and I think it goes on to what Dee's talking about. That's why I mention it.
Yeah. The other Disney films that I like.
Mm-hmm. TV shows as well. Anything Disney related is fine.
Oh God. Sorry, I got distracted by the seagull.
Mine.
Yeah. Oh, Little Mermaid.
We talked about that ages earlier, and I'm amazed you didn't already come up with it. Plus, I made enough hints about Hans Christian Andersen. I thought you might mention it.
Steph, I love you, but
And this is a dingle hopper. The humans use it to comb their hair.
Steph, I love you, but sometimes you do not make sense.
I know. Took long enough to figure out, didn't it?
No, I figured that out like 2-3 years ago.
I think Dee's just putting into words what she's been thinking for a long time.
Wow. All right, bloody big bollocks. Jesus.
Love you.
Yeah, love you too. But
Can't be mad
yeah,
at you
Little
forever.
Mermaid. I do love that film. Ariel was the reason why the first time I dyed my hair red, she was the reason why I went red. And
Okay.
it's also my favourite colour.
Okay, I can understand why, but this is a criticism. This is just something I think I should put forward to you. Do you not think her life choices should be questionable?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean,
Sometimes, yes.
Stranger.
I meant Ariel, not Steph, but I get your point.
Wow! Wow! Then, G, I see how it is. I mean, you've made some questionable life choices too, love.
Oh, don't worry. I question my own life.
Exactly.
Okay, I was talking about Ariel, just to be clear.
I mean, she went to a random stranger, sold her voice for a boy, essentially. She gave up her voice for a boy. Hid who she truly was from said boy. And then when the time came, she turned back to her original form. And yeah, it's just if you love someone, don't change to be with them. Just be yourself, and if they don't like you, then go get a tub of ice cream, cry about it for a couple of days, and then go back to normal.
You
thing is
follow your own advice.
The thing is with that film, for the most part, it's a good message until the very end when she's kissing him and her dad turns a human.
Yeah.
Basically negating the fact of she should be who she is and be happy with it. He's like, no, you should change to fit him.
And it's like in the second movie as well, she told Melody, her daughter, that she wasn't allowed in the water at all. And she was trying to keep her Melody away from her family, essentially.
Weirdly, sounds like the plot of Jaws, but okay.
Yeah. But it's just, she made her own child rebel against her because she was being so strict on, oh, don't go in the water. And she hid the fact that she was a mermaid from her daughter.
It's also children repeating their parents' patterns because that's exactly what her dad did to her.
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of reminds me of not even going back in the fucking water.
Yikes.
Yeah, Steph knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, we're not talking about that now.
Okay, I'm assuming it's a very pointed and non-nice comment, which I have no idea about, but okay, let's go past that. Right. So,
It's a very related comment. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's one that people who know will understand, but everyone else will be, what the hell? Okay, let's go on.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we're off live, I'll tell you.
All right, no worries. I'm not needy. I don't need to know everything, but yeah, it just helps to have some sort of context.
Yeah.
Just trying to think now. Damn, thinking's dangerous.
Okay, I have one for you I have one for you both in the meantime, right? Stupidest Disney character.
As in, really shouldn't have been created character, or just stupid in general because they have no brain cells?
You can do both.
Alright, I'm going to quickly go fill up my coffee while I think about that. I will be back in a moment.
Okay.
I think Buzz for one.
Buzz.
Buzz Lightyear.
Just like to be clear, yeah.
That's only because obviously he's so gullible, and it's like,
I think I get what you mean.
yeah.
I'm an astronaut from outer space and I can fly.
Yeah. It's kind of a bit stupid.
Yeah, it is. But at the same time, I would say to you this. He's a toy. Surely he's not going to know things.
No, but I don't know. Yeah.
I'd be more questioning about why would he know so much. That could concern me more, to be perfectly honest. He knows a bit too much for me. But I do get what you mean there, because the way Buzz talks as well, it's like, I don't know. Well, I mean, it's like William Shatner when he used to be in Star Trek as Captain Kirk. He'd be, I can go further if I am dramatic with my voice.
And the film Cars as well.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think we found one we both agree on there. That is very stupid.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's kind of a bit stupid, like having him close his eyes saying, "I am speed." Like, really?
Do you know what was really bad about that? It's not long after that film came out, I'd go past the playgrounds nearby, where in the parks. You'd have little kids on their little pedal bikes, and you'd see them with their eyes shut, going, "I am speed."
Where the fuck's he going? Sorry, it's just my little brother. He was doing something. Fuck knows what.
Probably dodgy, like most little brothers. Anyway.
Yeah, that's just my little brother in general. But hey ho. Oh. Okay, my hands feel so much better. They feel so much better.
I'm glad of that. I do think it's kind of weird though, because as I was saying before, when I'd go past playgrounds, not after that film, you'd hear little kids riding along their bicycles going, "I am speed," with their eyes shut.
Yeah. And it's
Wait
like,
till-
really?
wait to teach children how to do dangerous stuff.
Yeah, it's like, really? You gotta close your eyes while you're riding a bike, and next thing you know, you're gonna go bang.
Yeah. And the first thing they'll say if somebody says, "Why'd you do it?" "I saw it in a film."
Yeah.
Which
But
ranks up,
sorry.
which came from that same logic as, yeah, people use guns in a film, so that's why I shot somebody. It's nonsense. But some people are just very impressionable. But when you're a young kid like that, yeah, it's more likely you are going to look at it and go, "Oh, I can do that too."
Mm.
But you're right. As in a whole, that film is completely and utterly stupid.
Yeah.
Because you've got the main character who's like, "Oh, I broke the law, so and now I'm stuck here, and I'm going to have to do as you told me." Despite the fact he doesn't have to do anything.
Pretty much. Ugh.
The only thing I remember about that film, though, is when she was younger, Stephanie got given a toy of that car. And that car would like make noises and sounds and stuff and go, "I'm Lightning McQueen."
Sorry, I'm just looking through Facebook at the moment.
That's a dangerous thing right there. How to be dodgy. Facebook for all your dodgy needs.
It's kind of confused me because one of the girls that I know, she's pregnant. She's 18, and she's already had one kid at the age of 17.
Right.
And she got with someone. She got with a pal that a boy that I know, and they got engaged and had a baby together, and then it's just weird because she was slating him, and then next thing you know, like 4 hours ago, she comments on a post of his, and well, I don't know, I just give up.
It's always a weird thing to look upon somebody's relationships from the outside because it's like, okay.
Mm.
I personally keep my shit away from that stuff as much as I can. So I don't need other people's drama in my life. Because to be honest, unless it directly affects me, generally I steer clear of it because I think that's just better for everyone.
Yeah,
But some people just like dragging you into their shit.
pretty much.
So, well, you're friends with Steph. You can relate. Let's see. So obviously it was on cars. Any more stupid ones you can think of?
Not as I can think of.
That's fair enough. Like, it's not. Sometimes it's very hard to be just put on the spot and somebody say, "Name this," and be, I've got to think. Especially when it sound like Disney, because Disney have done how many films at this point? It's a lot to try and remember. And of course, there's TV shows and stuff as well. So, all right. Well, before Steph comes back, then I have one for you. What would you like to? What film would you like Disney to do that they haven't done?
don't know. I want them to make a new Descendants.
Okay, for what reason?
Because when Mal's mom got turned into like a little baby dragon lizard thingy, whatever,
Hmm.
never actually known what actually happened.
Okay, so you want a conclusion?
Yeah.
Gotcha. That makes sense. People like endings to know where things are. They don't like being left to wonder.
Yeah.
It's why people are like, oh, I love cliffhanger movies. If you give them one, my God, do they whine. I want to know what happens. I mean, have you ever watched a movie like that where you watch it and literally the end is, and you just about something's about to happen and it cuts off?
Yeah. I hate that, honestly. Especially when it comes to a cliffhanger, it's like, huh? It's annoying.
Yeah. It certainly can be, especially when it's movies, because in movies cases you're usually like you've got to wait a year or two, which generally is not fun. TV shows not so bad because usually it's about 6 months or something stupid.
Yeah.
So what have I missed?
Oh, well, while you were gone, basically I asked Dee Dee, what film would you like Disney to have made?
All right.
She gave me an answer which I thought was an interesting one.
What was the answer?
Descendants.
Yeah.
Descendants. Because she wants a conclusion to something, which I understand. It makes sense.
Descendants 4, yeah, but they won't make it because Cameron Boyce is dead.
Yeah.
But they are making a animated short to sum everything up.
It's not the same though.
No, I know it's not.
I tell you what, I'll get a shovel and I'll go find out where he's buried and I'll dig up the other guy and we can just have because she's like a puppet and mannequin him through the whole film. How's that?
Oh, we was talking about the most stupidest character out of Disney,
Yeah.
and we both agreed Cars.
Yeah. I knew Steph would have an issue with that.
I love you, Steph, but why? It's a bit stupid.
Because it's funny.
It might be, yeah, it is funny, but it's a bit stupid. Like closing your eyes and saying, "I am Speed."
You have to bear in mind.
Yeah, it's self-pep talk.
The thing is, you have to bear in mind that Stephanie is also the same girl that used to have a Lightning McQueen toy.
That someone got me. Just to annoy the fuck out of my mum because I used to ram it into her feet.
Fair enough.
See, with what I like about Cars is Lightning. It's about character development because Lightning McQueen starts off as this big hotshot racer who doesn't really give a flying fuck about much other than him racing, and he's very self-centered at the start. But then when he goes to Radiator Springs, he gets humbled and he's been taught lessons, and he ends up being a well-rounded character.
The fact that they make things that are actual food, but they make it into a cake.
Yeah.
No, like generally, I'm literally just fucking watching a video on Facebook. So a cocktail, yeah, they've made a cocktail, but it's made out of cake.
Ooh.
Generate it. Hang on, see if I can turn this around. No, how do I turn this around? I really don't know. Camera.
Please don't.
DD.
Okay, I'm not. Oh.
Yeah, you can get us in trouble for doing that.
Just share the link
Funny.
into
because it's Facebook.
yeah.
This is a bit crap, you know. That's just.
Facebook have their rules, as do YouTube. It's a thing.
Yeah.
If we want to do stuff like that, we have to do it. What's it's not going out live.
Okay, I'll show you afterwards.
So, because this is what I meant before when I was talking about the Patreon ones, because the Patreon ones don't go out directly live.
Yeah.
Those are recorded, so I can remove things if they can't go out.
Yeah.
Or I can put them directly to the patrons, like we did for the karaoke show. Because that can't go out live because we played songs.
Yeah, I mean the other show we had to actually change. Didn't we have to change the music for one of the ones that we did?
Yeah, because I made you an intro, which you loved, but YouTube had a busy fit about.
But stupid characters, and I'm going off stupid because they have very lack of brain cells. Flounder from Little Mermaid. I'm basically Flounder.
Okay. I don't know if you heard Dee's one before. She said Buzz.
Buzz
I
Lightyear.
can see that, yeah.
Yeah.
Also Scully as well. From Little Mermaid. He's he's a bit dense. But I don't know, there's not that. Pretty much most of the Disney princesses, because they think they need a man.
I think that's fair.
Yeah. Oh, right. I need to very quickly, just to change the topic. So there was something that I came across on Facebook the other day. It was someone made a tweet saying how they love the fact that Frozen is about two sisters because Disney haven't done that before. Bitch, please. Lilo and Stitch. Nani is Lilo's sister, who's having to look after her. She works like multiple jobs to pay rent and make sure that she can keep her sister in touch with her. Almost has her sister taken away from her. And you think that's not about sisterly love? Right.
Okay, you've actually touched on something I was going to talk about later, but I'll do it now. People do this a lot when it comes to things like this. It'd be like, oh, this is the first time we've seen this, and this. Like, no, you clearly don't know the history of the thing you're watching, because this happens particularly in science fiction a lot.
Yeah.
If you're a Star Trek fan, for example, right, they're on about, oh, we got the first lesbian couple. No, that shit happened like back in the 90s.
Yeah.
In one of the Star Trek shows. Or like non-binary. That shit happened back in the 90s as well.
Data.
Non-binary, genderless people, couples, species. There was a species back in the Star Trek Next Generation. Who were that?
Yeah.
Okay. These are not new concepts to these scenarios, but people are like, oh, because it's a big thing now, people make a thing about it. Oh, we haven't had these before. Yes, we have.
It just shows, like, people don't pay attention, and if they do, it's about when it's a trend, not when it's... Oh.
I mean, the argument you could have, and this would be the only fair argument I would see here, is possibly have more of them.
Yeah.
But again, make it a natural way you have more of them, not just shove them in there. Because that's a stupid thing, because it's like I was saying before, story matters when it comes to entertainment. Okay? Give me a decent story. As long as you got that, I don't care what your character is other than that, because that's not the point of the story. Give me the story. Great. Maybe the character's gender or orientation relates to the story. That's fine too. Yeah. But the story should always be first.
Okay, I've got a question. If you
Where do
were
babies
to
come
be...
from?
If you were to be a Disney character, and Steph, you cannot say Lilo or Stitch. Lilo then. You can't say Lilo or Stitch. Stitch. Right? If you had to choose to be a character, what character would it be?
Dee, would you like to put your teeth back in your mouth and try again? Sorry, go on. Um, so I say it to everyone when they get like it happens to me as well. I'll sometimes it'll be in my mind. And I'll try to get the words out, and it goes out too fast. And I
get tongue tied.
yeah, perfectly normal, especially when you do stuff like this. Go on in, Steph.
Sparky. He is from the TV show Lilo and Stitch, because she said I couldn't pick Lilo or Stitch. Sparky, bitch. Because my personality is electric.
Oh.
You told me I couldn't choose 2 characters.
So I'm gonna have I'm having a think to try and give you a decent answer rather than what she's told you. So,
if you want a proper answer, then I don't know. I'd kind of go with Mulan, if anything.
Why?
Because she's a badass bitch.
Badass. I can't
If
remember her.
Mushu.
I can't remember her name, but she's the main character in Brave.
What, Merida?
Yeah,
Yeah, that one.
the redhead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I fight for my own hand.
Oh.
So basically, you want to turn your mum into a bear by giving her a pie. That's what she did.
I got it. I know what character I'd be.
Okay.
Go on.
Gonna give you a fun one. Angry from
Inside Out.
yeah.
Inside Out.
And if you want a strict Disney one, then the Hood King from the Black Cauldron.
Nice. Yeah, I can see that actually. I can see that.
So, thought I'd give you some context because one of them's Pixar, one of them's Disney. So I give you some options there.
Dee Dee is no longer functioning.
Yeah, Dee Dee, you need to hit the button to reset so you can start yourself over again.
No, I'm here. I've just read something and it. Okay. No.
That's the internet. It's dangerous.
Yes.
Mum who used Gorilla Glue forcing medics to remove hair launches hair care line.
Does it involve Gorilla Glue?
Oh dear God.
I'm not surprised. I'm really not. Okay. Dee.
Yes.
Which character would you be?
I've already said.
What character would you be?
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, the one out of Brave.
Okay. Yeah, I gave 2 answers, so I'm being greedy. So I think everyone should also give a second answer because I gave 2.
Okay.
Because I gave a Pixar Disney answer and I gave a Disney answer.
Wait,
So I figured it might be fun to give everyone an extra go.
Brave is Disney, ain't it? Or is it Disney Pixar?
It's when it was under the Disney umbrella, so Disney.
Okay, so Disney. In Disney Pixar. Oh God. Bear with.
It's not if you don't have one. It was just if you guys do have another one.
I do have another one. It's from Disney Pixar.
What's the film? Maybe we can help.
Got to try and think of it now. Ooh, since when that When did that become a Pixar movie? Oh wait, yeah, it was. Elastigirl.
From The Incredibles, yeah. The Incredibles actually crossed my mind because I was thinking Incredibles characters to be as well. So,
I
good
will
call.
be 2 seconds. I need to pop downstairs quick.
Okay, no worries.
See, I would be either Sadness or I would be. See, I don't know because I kind of relate to Violet, so probably Violet from The Incredibles as well. But
Which-
I need to very quickly go to the bathroom, so I'll be
Which,
back.
funny enough, makes Dee Dee your mum.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna quickly go to toilet. I'll be back in a minute.
No worries, leave me alone. It's fine. Yeah,
I've had too much coffee.
no such thing. But anyway. See, why these guys are off doing what they need to do because, life and stuff. Ooh, let's see. So do have a nice fun subject for the guys when they come back, but we'll see how that goes. Did find the answers quite interesting though so far. Then we got out of this. Could be interesting. It is interesting. So, also those of you who are watching this who do watch some other shows, tomorrow's show is 50/50 booking. So you guys can check that out for those of you who are interested in that. May try and do a show during the week. If not, we'll probably try and do one of my Steph's here because Stephanie's going to be up this way. So we may try and do something then. We'll see what happens. So, yeah, don't want too much coffee. Eh? Yummy coffee. Yummalicious. Yeah. Well, so I do have a fun one coming up in a minute, which I'm going to bring up with the guys. And we'll see what they say to that. Originally, yeah, I'm just dealing with some right now. Just have to respond to. We're all back to you in a minute, especially when the guys come back from what they're doing.
And let there be light.
Huh?
And let there be light. My screen was black, which means my lighting doesn't work. Oh,
Or maybe you become gothic and moody.
no, don't. So what are we talking about?
Well, at the
Alive.
moment,
Oh, hello.
I'm alive.
I'm alive. Oh, good. Right, so you're both back at the same time. Right. Okay. Worst Disney film.
Frozen 2, Tangled, anything besides Lilo and Stitch, Mulan, The Little Mermaid, and a few others. Ugh, I hate that film.
Okay, that was just a wall of noise to me. Can somebody actually give me an answer I can hear, please?
Ratatouille.
You bitch!
No,
You bitch!
I'm joking.
It's about a rat who makes food.
I'm joking. Steph, I'm joking.
What was that, Dee Dee? Did you say Lilo and Stitch?
I'm gonna leave in a minute. No. You can't say shit like that to me.
I didn't know I was talking to Dee Dee.
No, I didn't say Lilo and Stitch.
Or is it a film with that actress Tom Holland in it?
Oh, Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, all the Spider-Man films with Tom Holland in.
With that actress in it, yeah?
Mm. Do seagulls lay eggs? I'm confused. I'm confused because I'm watching those baby seagulls and then it just came into my head. Were they pushed out of their fucking yeehaws or were they like eggs? I don't know. I'm Googling it.
You could always ask your voice assistant and see what it says.
Do seagulls eat other birds? Oh, look, that one up in a minute. Do seagulls lay eggs?
Okay, I'm good.
Oh, they're laid in the beginning of May, so they do lay eggs. What do they look like?
Yes, Steph, they do lay eggs. Jesus Christ. That's why you're laughing.
Oh, that's cute.
No, hold up.
Okay, it's why I'm laughing anyway.
That's not the funniest thing. But a month or two ago, Obviously, I was living with my sister, and we had some fish. Turned around and said to one of my sister's mates, I was like, "Do fish sleep?"
Is that a legitimate question, or was that just a Mickey Tech question?
That was a literal question.
Did you get an answer?
No.
I'll give you the answer.
What was the question,
I don't
sorry?
know.
Do fish sleep?
No.
No, they do.
Oh.
Yeah.
They sleep in the
Do you know where they sleep?
enemies.
Under the sea, under the sea.
But did you know? I just googled the other one. Seagulls do sometimes eat their young,
Yeah, a lot of birds do.
and they eat other birds. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, a lot of birds
You
do.
cannibalistic bitch.
Particularly the birds of prey are known for doing it as well. Seagulls are one of the only birds other than birds of prey that do it.
I see you, little cannibals. I still want to steal one of them, but I don't know how to get up onto the roof.
Carefully would be my
I'll
suggestion.
probably jump it from my window.
Oh yeah, that will go well.
Oh
You'll hear
yeah.
a scream. Dee will hear a scream, and it'll be, oh, that's just Steph jumping out the window.
I want to kidnap a baby bird.
Won't surprise me.
Nothing Stephanie wants to do should ever surprise anyone.
Why am I being summoned?
I don't know. Why are you being summoned?
I told my mum to leave me the fuck alone. I'm busy doing a podcast and she's summoning me to talk about food.
Probably because she's hungry.
She
Like-
can
Like
wait.
the seagulls.
I see you, don't you? Wait, where the fuck are the birds? Where are the babies?
Or
can't-
maybe your mum is like the seagull and it wants to eat you.
Oh no! Oh no!
Maybe she wants a Steffi snack.
No.
You've heard a Scooby snack, right? It's a Steffi snack.
Oh, could you imagine if Disney made Scooby Doo?
Which of course they don't, but yeah.
Oh, I remember when I had a VHS tape in, like a VHS machine in my room, and one of the first VHSs that I watched was Scooby Doo. Was the Scooby Doo movie?
Okay, for a special bonus prize, who makes Scooby Doo? Does anyone know?
Warner Brothers.
Yeah, Warner Brothers.
Hanna-Barbera.
Oh fuck yeah!
What the fuck is that?
Hanna-Barbera.
Basically, if you saw a lot of those old 60s cartoons like the Flintstones and all that sort of stuff, that's
Yep.
Hanna-Barbera.
Before Warner Brothers took over.
Yeah.
I want another one of these again.
Right, I'm going to quickly go see what my mother wants as well.
Steph wants all of those coffee things. That's nothing new.
We love Starbucks. Where the hell's Digo?
To get more coffee.
Makes sense. Right, I will be back in a minute. I'm going to go see what the bitch wants. I mean, my darling mother, who I love very much, just in case she wants to watch this later. Mwah! Mwah, mwah, mwah. I love you. Please don't kill me.
Well, go see what she wants, because then she won't less likely to kill you.
I wanted to use from his steak, but he took it apart.
Thanks. All right, I'll be back in a minute.
Somebody took something apart, is all I heard there.
Yeah, my brother bought himself a vape yesterday, and he said that I could use it, but I was gonna use it. Well, I literally just went into his room so I could use it, and he took it apart.
I see.
Yeah.
So not using that then.
What the heck? No. Go.
Oh. Let's see what we're up to.
I just realised it's Father's Day tomorrow. stripes.
Well, fortunately for me, I don't have to worry about it.
I'm gonna get murdered.
You've still got until later in that day to get something.
I ain't got the money for that. I don't get paid till Tuesday.
Well, you can always just go. You can always just go down in the morning and go to your dad and go, "I love you," hug and kiss, and go, "I'll get you something when I've got some money." There you go.
Well, I'm going up to Fort Parker on Tuesday, so I might get him something then as a late father's gift.
There you go.
I might do that.
Yeah. Exactly. It could be a lot worse.
Yeah.
So, Father's Day is always fun. Is always fun for those of us who don't have fathers, because we don't have to worry about it.
That's true.
So, and FYI for anyone watching, if you're raised solely by a mother, getting them a Father's Day card is very condescending.
I mean, it's like with like a Mother's Day card. If they don't have a mother and they have a father instead, you could always just go.
But that's what Father's Day is for. That's why there's days for each parent, because if you don't have one, then there's the other.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it's one of those weird things, because also you've got to bear in mind that there's also birthdays and Christmas.
Tom Ellis on what is it?
Lucifer?
Tom Ellis, the one that plays Lucifer.
Yeah.
I've literally just seen this post. He put up on I don't know what app it is, but he said I really don't talk to anybody how I used to anymore. All that friendship faded when I realised people only want you around when it's beneficial to them.
He's not wrong.
No, he ain't wrong.
I've seen this, I've experienced it. So yeah, he's exactly right.
Oh.
Besides, would the devil lie to you?
No. Hey, I live with Satan, so.
Steph doesn't live there.
I do.
You're not Satan.
It just shows that Steph is more innocent.
I would put it this way: both of you compared to me, you're snowflakes. Pure white, basically. Something I will never be accused of being.
This is it. Actually, I've literally just seen something. This is an actual valid point.
Okay.
Why does every woman know another woman that was raped, but no man knows a rapist?
Because men live in denial and women tend to share their problems. That would be my guess.
Like,
men generally don't talk about stuff like that. Whether a man gets raped, they generally don't talk to another man. And if they're a rapist, they're obviously not going to talk to people. But a woman, if she's attacked, will more often than not seek another woman to talk to. She's not going to go and find the nearest man and go, "I was raped." It's not very likely, is it?
I've just seen something that's really, really funny. No, so this is like a conversation, right?
Okay.
So a girl said, "You ran out on me during sex." The boy replied, "You farted and your butt plug hit me in the head."
I can't stand running. But there's a few extra questions I have there though.
What's that?
What position was she in for it to hit him in the head?
That's a valid question because I don't know.
Because that would be my first question. That can only happen if you're in one of probably two positions, unless it's ricocheted off the wall.
Yeah.
In which case, she's got a powerful backside.
Mm.
In which case, I feel sorry for the toilet every time she takes a poo. Because she probably cracks it.
Yeah. Here's another joke. When I'm around my Spanish-speaking friends, I always use the word mucho. It means a lot to them.
Oh, God.
I see some really funny but weird-looking things.
Yeah, it's called the internet. That's what happens on it.
Oh, this is deep. I wonder how awkward Father's Day is when you know you're a dad, but you pretend you're not and that your kid doesn't exist.
Well, I imagine you just pretend the day doesn't exist too. That'd be my guess.
Ooh.
You're probably just standing there going, "It's not real. It's not real. It's not." Or you're like Dorothy from Wizard of Oz. There's no place like home. There's no place.
Okay, this is just a standard thing. So this is a question. Where did all your money go? The answer? I'm either driving or I ate it.
Yeah.
That is a valid point though, because obviously you're wasting money on fuel and you're wasting money on food. Like,
Yeah. It's either your car or it's your food. Yeah.
yeah. Unless you smoke and you spend it on cigarettes too.
But that's still consumption.
Mm.
So the only thing it doesn't account for is your house. Which, to be fair, out of the three of them, the house would probably ultimately cost you more money.
That's true.
So, unless you've got very expensive food taste, in which case, or expensive car taste.
Here's another one. Okay, I came up with a new dating app idea. You match with people who are on the same meds as you. We call it relationships.
What this?
Steph, we found a dating app for you.
Oh God, please no.
Right, Steph, listen to this. Okay, I came up with a new dating app idea. You match with people who are on the same meds as you. We call it relationships.
Nice.
Exactly, it's your dating app, Steph.
Oh, now, Steph, now that you're here.
I can't stay on for too much longer because Mum wants to do family night. Yeah. So I can't stay on for too much longer.
How long's a piece of string, Steph?
I have like 20 minutes.
How long's a piece of string?
If I had it my way, there wouldn't be a string.
Right. So I saw a few things, right?
Yeah, there you go, Steph.
This is one of them, right? So why does every woman know another woman that was raped, but no man knows a rapist? Right? Then I saw a meme saying, "You ran out of me during sex," and the reply was, "You farted and your butt plug hit me in the head."
I don't know, that was going to get a laugh.
When I'm around my Spanish-speaking friends, I always use the word mucho. It means a lot to them.
Steph, the word mucho means...
I know. I did take some Spanish lessons.
Right. Another one is, I wonder how awkward Father's Day is when you know you're a dad, but you pretend you're not and that your kid doesn't exist.
Oh. Yes, father, yes. That actually reminds me a lot of my father's brother. My father's
Another
brother is an absolute whore.
And this is another one. Where did all your money go? I'm either driving it or I ate it.
Yeah. Or I drank it.
Okay,
Or I
someone's
smoked it.
just posted, how the fuck did they put oxygen in an oxygen tank?
They use a vacuum. That's legitimately how they do it.
Fair enough. The more you know.
It's how pressure chambers work.
True.
Science nerd!
Ah. Yes. Hello, you're gonna just chill there.
Oh, here's another one. They call me 007. 0 bites, 0 fish, 7 hours.
Oh dear. Right, so what have I missed Disney-wise?
That's pretty much what's been going on while you were gone, because
Yeah, pretty much.
So what do we need to cover Disney-wise before I shoot?
we've done a lot of the basic stuff, but the main thing would be obviously modern day Disney and its issues with telling stories as opposed to telling agendas.
It's easier. I think it's just where they want the money grabs and everything. That's why they go off of agendas more than storytelling.
But here's the thing to that, and this is backed up by figures. They make less money doing that. What they get is attention and press, but they make less money.
Yeah.
Bear in mind, this is also a company which for the last year or so has had to have its theme park shut because of COVID. And that is the big source of Disney's revenue. Also, cinemas have been shut, so no cinema films. Their only regular source of income is Disney Plus, and not being funny, Disney Plus is still in debt. It's still being paid off.
What?
When you start off a streaming service, you start off in debt because of the things you need to do to make it work, and because of all the other outgoings they've had to deal with because the parks have been shut. They haven't released any films. They've got no income coming in, so they've had to burn through cash reserves. They've also had to release a bunch of their staff. And Disney Plus, bear in mind, Disney Plus subscription is what, $5.99 a month? Right. Now they have about 1 million odd subscribers, give or take, right? Okay. You would need to cover the cost of hosting and serving such content. You would need to have approximately between 7 to 10 million subscribers a year for the next 5 years. And that's just to cover the cost of the streaming platform.
Oh, fucking hell.
Because the cost that goes in setting up streaming platforms, right? Okay?
Yeah.
Disney is sort of paying that off.
Oh.
Okay. Every streaming platform starts off the same way. You start off in debt, but the quicker you get to a point where you're at, you clear off your debts. For example, Netflix's debt's gone. They cleared it very quickly. Amazon never had one because Amazon had a big cash reserve, so they just used that. Disney are the ones who have the issue. And of course, Apple didn't have that issue either because Apple has all the money.
Yes.
So basically, Disney financially in a lot of trouble simply because they are too fond of their agendas as opposed to telling stories where people will actually pay for.
Yeah.
So you risk losing.
Kind of shit.
So bear in mind, Disney essentially own everyone's childhood at this point.
Yeah.
You risk potentially forever losing all that stuff because agendas over stories. Essentially, people's ideas and agendas as opposed to entertaining people.
Which is wrong. They should be thinking more about entertaining and telling the stories because that's how they started off. It's like, I just feel like with time, they've just lost their values and what they prioritize.
And also, I'll add in the other thing about this because we didn't touch upon this. They also own all of the Fox movies too because they bought Fox's film division.
Yeah.
So, yeah, all that stuff's affected as well.
And then they've got Marvel, they've got Star Wars, you know. It's just a nightmare. Haven't they bought Star as well?
Star was a Disney company to begin with.
Oh.
There's a lot of companies out there which you won't notice, but they are actually Disney owned. ESPN's a big one.
Yeah.
The American Sports Station. That's Disney.
Yeah.
NBC.
Yep.
See, there's a few of them out there. They're just not immediately known that's who they are.
That just sucks, not gonna lie.
So, the weird part though, and this is the fun one, this goes back to the Pixar becoming part of Disney. Unless it's changed due to the Fox merger, I don't know about this. The largest single shareholder in Disney is Lorraine Powell Jobs, Steve Jobs' widow.
Oh, wow. I forgot he's dead.
Because Steve Jobs owned Pixar when they bought it. And part of the deal was he got a bunch of Disney shares, so he is now the Disney. Upon his death, he was the majority Disney shareholder.
Wow.
So wasn't a majority share, but he had the most individual shares of anyone.
Yeah.
And upon his death, they went to his wife.
Oh, wow.
So, which is funny when you bear in mind when you look at the Disney family themselves, they have very little stake in Disney now.
Yeah.
They are not directly involved at all.
Oh, there was a recent couple that split up. Wasn't it Bill Gates?
Bill and Melinda Gates, yes.
Yeah, they got a divorce recently.
Yes.
Not related, but I just remembered that they got a divorce.
Well, technically it's because I mentioned Steve Jobs and him and Gates were friends, but yeah.
Yeah.
But yes, that did happen. She's going to get the biggest divorce settlement probably ever.
Yeah.
So, but to be fair, he's always been kind of generous when it comes to stuff to do with money, so I don't think there's going to be much of an issue there.
No. So. Sorry, I'm playing with wax from my candle. It's just kind of like breaking and falling apart.
No worries. Okay. Before we actually scoot off and leave the general public to do stuff on their own. Okay. We talked about Disney characters in general, what your favourite one was.
Yes.
Favorite classic Disney character.
Classic. Right. Define classic.
You know the classic Disney characters. I shouldn't have to tell you these.
Let me guess. The Disney princesses minus like Rapunzel, Anna, and Elsa.
You can have Rapunzel. You can't have Elsa though.
Ugh. Oh yeah, no. Elsa's a queen.
You could still have her as a princess. It actually counts, believe it or not.
Ew. So I don't know.
Bear in mind, this also extends to Mickey, Donald,
Yeah.
Goofy, and so on, because they all count as well.
Dopey. Mainly because I can relate to Dopey.
I would have thought Sleepy, but okay.
Oh, that too.
Grumpy.
Okay, Grumpy.
I'm Dopey, she's Sleepy. Wait, I'm Dopey. She's Sleepy. And you're Doc, because you're the smart one.
I'm Sleepy. No, I'm Sleepy and I'm Grumpy. There you go.
Mood.
Okay.
If only they had one called Hormonal.
I'm bashful because I'm shy.
Actually, yeah, I will give you that.
So, but on a serious note, obviously, when it comes to princesses, as a guy, this should be an interesting pick for you guys, but I'm going to go with Aurora.
Oh, what, Sleeping Beauty?
Uh-huh.
She does sleep quite a lot.
I know. I appreciate that dedication to her work ethic.
That's why it's called.
Yeah.
Hello.
Why sleep? Why Aurora?
I appreciate her dedication to her work ethic.
Oh,
Fair enough.
that works.
Also, out of all the Disney princesses, she did the least work to get her man.
Yeah.
He had to do all the work.
Mm,
I respect that.
yeah.
'Cause
Oh
think
no,
about
she's thinking.
Because think about it, Snow White had to do all the work. Cinderella had to do all the work. Ariel did all the bloody work.
Fiona.
Can't
Huh?
have, you can't have her.
She's DreamWorks.
Aww.
Oh, yeah, unfortunately, you can't have her. But I get what you mean. If you could have her, absolutely, I would give that to you. But unfortunately, she's not Disney.
Aww. That's poo.
But to be fair, it's a good shout, and
Yeah.
it's a good out the box thing there. I like that.
Yeah, I like to think out of the box.
See, if we're on about just the Disney princesses, then again, I'm going back to the Little Mermaid. Ariel, purely based on one, she just rebelled against her father and pretty much everything. I kind of relate to that because I used to rebel against my mum a hell of a lot.
I can see that. I just need to check.
Yeah.
I do have another answer if I'm correct.
Okay.
I need to just check to make sure it's in the right. It falls into the right company making it.
I mean,
Yeah.
back to Brave.
Got it. Yeah, I'm right. Penelope from Wreck-It Ralph.
Yes.
I'll give you that one.
Yes.
Because unlike Aurora, I do like Aurora's rocket, but Penelope is, I'm doing my own shit, thank you very much.
Have a good day.
Yeah. Sorry, Dee, you were going to say something.
Yeah. I keep forgetting her name.
Merida.
Huh? Merida.
Merida.
Wait, I forgot the question. Fuck.
Disney princesses.
What about him?
Favorite.
Favorite Disney princess. Or favorite classical Disney character. There you go.
Merida? Is it?
Merida, yes.
Merida. That's because obviously she's independent and she like she wants what she wants.
Mm.
Yeah. I mean, I will say this in case anyone brings up. Yes, I know they're modern films, but they are classical Disney characters. They are not in other things. So I will give those. That's why I'm accepting them. For anyone who wants to complain about. And to be honest, if you're going to complain about that, get a life.
Damn.
Yeah.
See, this one isn't the only one that's grumpy and.
No, we mean that, no. That one, the one that I'm punching.
We can't see you doing that, Steph. By the way, there you go.
But if I just want to quickly touch on a male character who I have really big respect for.
Excuse me, can you rephrase that, please?
Touch upon a male character. Right, I just want to quickly talk about a male character who I have a shit ton of respect for.
Go on.
Mm-hmm.
King Triton.
Why?
Single father. And looked after all of those girls. Fuck. I have mad respect for him.
One little issue with that. You do know Ursula's his sister, right?
What?
He cursed her to look like that. He's responsible for her being that way.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Why do you think she gets all bitchy about him and wants to manipulate his daughter? It's not an accident.
No, so that's Auntie Ursula.
Yeah.
But still, looking after he lost his wife, he looked after all of those girls. Girls are not the easiest to look after.
Oh yeah, he looked after them. He told them not to go out anywhere, or he'd zap them with his Triton. Yeah, that's really looking after them.
You
kidding?
Also, he gave his youngest daughter crabs.
Oh dear God.
Sorry, I had to. And a fish. She smells a fish.
She's friends with a fish. Dear friends.
Yeah, but I'd be more concerned about the fact she has crabs.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm getting really tired.
No, bless you.
Oh, but did you guys not know about Ursula?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
2 seconds.
Yeah, it comes from the original story, but yeah.
Siblings.
Yeah. Brother and sister.
No, one of my siblings just decided to go, "You still streaming?" Yeah.
No, she's just sat there wallowing in her own misery and suffering.
That's just normal though.
It's just another Saturday.
Why is it breaking? Not going all squishy.
Okay, here's one for you then. So we've done the princesses. Favorite male Disney character?
I don't have one.
Yeah, that's all right. You don't have to.
I'm trying to think. I do like Ralph. He's quite entertaining. Also very destructive.
I think that's fair. I can go with that.
Yeah. I do like that.
I like your Ralph shout. So, I mean, I've already said mine earlier, which is the Horned King.
Yeah.
So, Dee Dee doesn't have a favorite male character because Dee Dee's sexist, apparently.
I'm not sexist.
It's a
don't
joke.
have a favorite.
It's a joke. Chill.
My brain's like ready to shut down.
It's all right. Again, we do jokes on this show. We have fun.
I know. I know.
Okay.
Oh, we just thought we'd remind you haven't been on for a while, so.
I know.
Okay, we'll do one last fun question and then we'll actually finish for the general public. Okay, this one question's a bit rude, people, so if you don't like it, go away.
Bye bye.
Who would we fuck? Musho!
Anyway. Your question?
I'm trying to think how to phrase it. Because it's all about phrasing.
Jantu.
Okay. They do exist. If you guys haven't seen them, this is fine. But what do you think would make the ultimate Disney sex toy?
Gantu from Lilo and Stitch. No. Hamsterville.
Well, it's Hamsterville the Rampant Rabbit.
Oh my god.
the Disney version.
And put the trouble, I'm a hamster. And it has to quote things that Hamsterville said.
So, out of curiosity, is Hamsterville like the one they use for Armageddon?
I don't know. He's just like there.
Good night.
He just tries to kidnap Stitch 24/7.
It's weird because Dee Dee's gone all bashful on us instead of grumpy and angry. She's just gone all shy and isn't saying anything.
Go on. What character do you think would make the ideal sex toy?
Bear in mind, this is just a fun question. Nobody's going to read anything into it.
I honestly don't know.
Flounder. Sebastian.
Or Elio. What are you doing there, Elio?
He's the girl.
I have one, but it's a bit risque. Go on.
What's
Oh,
that little comedian in Rapunzel?
oh, what, Pascal? Entangled. Why are we going for the animals? Well, while we're here, we may as well just say Mushu. Oh my god, could you imagine a Stitch dildo? I need to find one. Add it to my shrine.
Yeah, and it speaks.
She's touching me.
You got to say that in order to use it and turn it on.
Okay, I have one that's a bit risque, but I'm going to say it anyway.
Mm.
It's a product more than a toy. Rohypnol by Sleeping Beauty.
Huh?
Rohypnol by Sleeping Beauty.
Oh, oh, fuck.
Well, let's face it. If she endorses it, you know that crap works.
Ooh, okay. You get it?
Bear in mind, if you can't get it, it's illegal.
Yeah.
So, hence the reason it's a joke. I'm not telling anyone to do it.
I'm just gonna.
Hide.
Yeah.
It's a cushion
10
flap.
seconds!
You being summoned.
I am being summoned, but it can wait.
Fun.
Right. So now we've had the fun talk about that sort of stuff. So we'll get on to basically the outros, then we'll sort stuff out. So right. I can do that very quickly, unlike Steph. So here we go. So Patreon, guys,
Wow.
check it out here. Links are down below. Twitter here. There you go. Hashtag Broken Film Show if you want to talk about anything we talked about here. Fantastic. And our Instagram, here it is. You know,
Yeah, I'm covered.
Fantastic. Right. Stephanie does hair.
Yeah.
If
Inbox
you-
me if you want an appointment.
Yeah. If you don't do it properly, if you don't tip her properly.
If you live in the UK, might I add. This is for UK people only.
Yeah. If you don't do it properly, Stephanie will do it badly. So make sure you pay her properly. And if you need your nails done, apparently, or your hair.
Not to this one.
But apparently not if you need your sex toys named. By the way, I thought of something else. Hakuna Matata.
What a wonderful phrase.
Da-da-da.
Hakuna Matata. Ain't no passing craze.
Well, no, Timon and Pumbaa.
Butt plugs. They have to be butt plugs to match the small size Pumbaa's the large. Oh god.
Okay, that's Stephanie's one gone then. Right, so that is literally everybody's plugs done. So does anybody have anything they would like to add?
Stay safe, guys.
Use protection. By that I mean wear a face mask, you dirty-minded bastard. Yep. Wear protection. Yep.
Don't touch your hands. Protect your face,
Make sure nothing gets in your eyes.
Make sure you got a cum shield.
No, it's a face shield. Wear safety glasses at work if you need to.
Yeah, if you need to. But most of the time, it's either a visor or a face shield and a mask.
Mhm.
Piece of advice here, people. This relates to what we've been talking about with Disney films. Put a Disney film on that you find interesting, but won't draw attention too much when you're having sex. If you want to delay it,
what your favourite Disney film is?
that would actually be a good idea too. Yes.
Yes.
And the ones you don't like and why.
Yes. Also, what would you turn into a sex toy?
Disney related, to be clear.
Yes.
Lightsaber.
Disney only.
I want to see your answers. Get creative, guys.
Please. This will
Yeah.
be hilarious.
And the best
for our next
answer, I will
podcast.
try and crochet.
Okay. Do not give obvious answers like lightsabers, please, because that's an obvious one.
The most creative answer, I will make up a passive for and crochet. Okay?
There's a chance for it. And if anyone says Walt Disney's Frozen Head, no, you sick bastards.
I will reveal the answers on our next podcast.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, let's be clear. We will tell people what the answers are. We're not going to reveal anything.
Well,
'cause
yeah.
That just sounds
Yeah,
dodgy.
I'm not doing that.
Well, that reveal's fine, but because of what we're talking about, probably best not to use that term. It's the internet, right?
Yes.
People take shit out of context. DD.
Yeah.
Wasabi.
What's up, dude?
So, ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Giggle Show, where we've talked about Disney and how to pimp your sex toys, apparently. So, with that,
Okay. Steph, you really need some serious help.
I'm gonna go find a therapist.
I don't need help. I am
I've
perfectly
already
fine.
got a therapist, and that's you know who.
I need a new one.
Hang on, you know who? Your therapist is Voldemort.
Oh. How does Voldemort wear a face mask if he doesn't have a nose?
Because only he can live forever.
Oh, good God.
Anyway, we're gonna wrap up now.
Yeah, I'm being buzzed and summoned.
And not in that way.
No, I'm being spammed.
Oh, I've got food downstairs, so
Yeah, and I pretend I've got something better to do, but no, I'm just going to go and drink more coffee and stuff.
fair enough.
Nice.
Thanks for watching, guys. See you.
Yes, thank you. We love you, I think. And we'll see you later.
Well, Stephanie loves you, but I think Dee's not quite sure.
No, I'm incapable of love. The only love I have is coffee and my bed.
Excuse me?
Oh, and that bitch
Wow.
and that bitch over there.
Fight.
Just wait until we get off this podcast. Just wait.
Love you.
And for the behind the scenes on Patreon, guys, subscribe.
Please subscribe. Please give a like, and we'll see you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.